Hey, what's up everybody? Chris here, and I thought I'd put together a quick Lego video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I just finished assembling the Star Wars Millennium Falcon item number 75375. I'm looking at the box right now, 921 pieces. This is a really awesome build if you're a Star Wars fan, obviously, but I think too a good deal, right? I think this is 90 bucks, which, you know, Legos just generally are not cheap, but for someone who doesn't have a ton of time to make these and someone who loves Star Wars stuff and loves kind of these smaller ships, which they've got a number of these kind of smaller version, kind of mini scale. I think they've lost that branding though, but mini scale Star Wars things that are still highly detailed. I am really impressed with this. I think it's super cool. So I'm just going to do kind of a quick overview of it. Just for scale, I mean, I'm going to put my hand on top of it. You can kind of see it's not overly huge, but it is big enough. And I think it's going to look great on my shelf that I have in my quote unquote guy room, movie room, video game room, whatever, upstairs next to my Super Star Destroyer mini scale, which was really awesome also. But again, I think for $90, just given how much Legos are, this is pretty cool because I mean, yeah, like I would love to have the, whatever it is, $800 Millennium Falcon, but I really don't have the room for that. The cost, honestly, is kind of prohibitive. I mean, if I really wanted to spring for it, I could, but I think the time involved, the size involved and all of that, just right now isn't the best. One day I would love to have it. Who knows how they'll continue that, but for the size and the scale and the detail of this, it's really awesome, right? You've got the satellite dish. You can't see it now because it's closed up, but actually they've got sort of those small cap pieces such as this to represent the different Star Wars characters. There's the hollow chest table in there with Chewie and Luke and Han and all of that, and it just looks really nice. The satellite dish actually can be kind of repositioned. You've got sort of the turret up here. One thing that I struggled with a little bit, I don't know why it was kind of a struggle, but getting the cockpit seated correctly. It kept, you know, the front piece, this piece, I kept putting it on and it was at an angle, so I kept having to take it apart, rebuild it. The trick there that I was somehow missing is that when you're putting it together, these three pieces need to be perfectly aligned with those kind of slots there to get it just right. But anyway, I think it turned out super cool, and it really kind of goes together in sort of quarters, I guess. So like you make a quarter panel above and below, and then you've got sort of the slot end pegs with the kind of, you know, C-shaped holders that you just clamp them together and they snap into place. And it's just got a good bit of detail, right? I mean, some people might not love the fact that you're kind of using the blue tubing for the engines in the back. And I will say this was the hardest piece of the whole build. For some reason, getting those small pegs into this plastic tube was killing my hands and trying to get it all the way in there, you know, as best I could. A trick I've kind of figured out is if you put the holder piece in there first and it gives you a little bit more grip, you can kind of shove it in, you know, as you need to when you sort of go through getting it assembled. But really cool amount of detail on this. And again, I think for the size, it's just really nice. So didn't want to make this an overly long video, but I just wanted to say that if you're a Star Wars fan and you would love to have a Falcon in your Lego collection, but you don't want to spend the money, $800 for the larger one, you like the mini scale ones, I think this is totally worth it. So just my 2 cents. If you've got this set and you've built it, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thanks so much for watching.